Hey, Randy Fairfield here, MrEdTech.com, shameless plug. And I'm just sharing with you today how I like to use Animoto and Edmodo together to get to know my students at the start of the school year. A lot of teachers, oftentimes at the start of the school year, will get the class off with some kind of cheesy icebreaker that really doesn't do a whole lot to help you get the students to know each other better, and frankly a lot of times doesn't really break the ice all that well. I've used this activity here with Animoto for the last couple years in my classes, and I found that I really got to know my students and they really got to know each other through this activity, and it also did a lot to help build the classroom culture and set the tone for the start of the school year. So besides just watching this video, please also watch the other that I've linked concerning how to create Animoto videos and have your students create Animoto videos as well. But I'm going to focus on this video on just the Edmodo piece here. So I post this assignment, up as one of the first assignments that I put up for the class, and over the first couple days of class, I have this up here. I worked in a unique alternative school setting where I only saw my students a few times a week. And so after the first time that we met, there'd be a few days that passed before I saw them again. And this was something that I wanted to leave them with after they left that first day of class as a bit of homework to do. So they'd get the class syllabus, we'd go over class expectations, and we'd leave class with this assignment here as well to come back the next time we met. And in this assignment, I asked the students to create an Animoto video that introduces themselves to me and to the rest of the class. There's a video that I include down here about me that I created using Animoto, and I asked the students to try to keep it to 60 seconds and have fun. I also don't spend any time in class showing the students Animoto itself or showing them how to make the video. I feel like one of the things that teachers often do that's a mistake is feel like they need to explain and show everything to the students. So I don't even include a link here on how to use Animoto. A lot of my students are tech savvy enough that they can just figure it out on their own. Some of them will problem solve and look stuff up on YouTube if they need to. And others, I want them to struggle through this early on if they don't know how to do it, so that they learn how to be problem solvers. And so, some kids, they won't YouTube it or they won't try to explore Animoto on their own. But I do encourage them to, post questions below that the whole class can help them with. And I show them how to do that at the end of the class period. I also encourage them to directly send me a message through Edmodo, and I give a tutorial here on how to do that. And then when they ask me the questions, then I link them to the YouTube videos that are out there, so that in the future they'll figure out, oh, okay, I didn't have to ask, I can do that on my own. But I also say here, don't stress if you can't figure this out, and I do provide support to the students that couldn't quite figure it out in the way of having those students that could help them out one-on-one and try to provide some class time for that later on. So I do that there. I encourage the students, once they've created their videos, to share them in a small group that's devoted to sharing the videos. And I ask them to reply and make a supportive comment on at least 3 of the videos shared. So doing this in this way also helps the students to get used to posting replies on Edmodo. A lot of times I hear from teachers, oh, my students, they just don't use Edmodo. I put stuff up there and they don't. And so this really sets the tone. We're going to be using this frequently, and get them on there, get them replying to each other, get them using Edmodo in a positive way, and in a way that's going to give them good feelings about it. And so that's one of the ways that I like to really kind of set the tone for the school year and build that classroom culture. So again, this is just kind of the Edmodo piece of this. If you would, please also check the other video about how I used Animoto, and then you can see how these two pieces kind of fit together. All right, thanks for watching, and have a great day.